What's up, Weight Train family? Today we have a pretty killer chest and tri workout for you. This is myself and Josh. Our first lift of the day is going to be some machine chest flies. Now, you don't really use your elbows in machine chest flies, but I still like to put on my elbow sleeves just to get everything nice and toasty before we get to the heavy pressing later on. So for this first exercise, it's going to be a little different than most of you are used to. It's kind of a warm-up that leads to one really hard set. Warm-up is probably a little bit underplaying how difficult this is. What we do is, as you can see, I have almost no weight on the stack. I'm going to do this for 8 reps. I'm going to work on using perfect form, control each rep, and basically pretend to make this lightweight feel heavy. Go ahead, add another 2 pins lower. Boom, and do another 8 reps. This will feel incredibly easy. It actually will require you to use some mental effort to make sure you're activating your chest. So as you can see, I'm hitting my 8. I'm not going to failure. I'm just doing 8 reps and adding 2 more pins on the plate stack. I'm gonna repeat this until I hit a really hard set of 8 or until I hit a failure set. To save you guys the trouble of having to watch every single one of these feeder sets, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward the video now right to my final set of 8.
Let's work.
And now we have Josh. This is going to be his second to last set and his last set. I really advocate this style of training. In my opinion, it's safer if you jump straight into a compound lift like a barbell bench press and you are not warmed up enough. You're really asking for injury. But also I've noticed, especially on legs, if I do something like some leg extensions first, or on a chest day like this, doing some chest flies first, I'm able to recruit more energy on the actual main lifts. It sounds counterintuitive, but give it a try.
Got another set?
That
Is
was-
it? Alright. This should be fun.
Now that we got the warm-up out of the way, it's time to move on to our heavy compound movements. Today we're doing the dumbbell incline press. We're going to be doing straight sets of 8 to 12.
Weight on the weight.
Oh yeah.
Look at you. Listen, weight on his weight.
Today was my first time ever pressing over the 120s at this gym. I didn't realize that I could because this is how heavy our dumbbells go. So we added some of the middleweight Weight Train Power Fusion resistance bands and slapped on some weight plates onto our dumbbells. As Rachel so eloquently put it, we have weight on our weights. You can try this too. If your gym doesn't have heavy enough dumbbells for you, go ahead and add a weight plate.
Broke it.
All right, and it's time for Josh's set. He mentioned to me that it's been a long time since he's been doing any sort of dumbbell pressing. So the fact that he's going this heavy, I gotta commend him on that. We're gonna work on his form a little bit. We can clean it up and make the reps look a little more even on each side. But what I want you to pay attention to is his intensity and his effort. He gives this set his all. These are the sets where we really wanna dig deep, find that next gear, and find a way to get the reps in. These are what are gonna make our muscles grow. And moving on from the dumbbell incline press, we're going to come to some machine incline press. This is where we're going to get our volume in today. We're doing 5 sets of 10 reps, but the killer is that we're going to have 4-second negatives on each rep. This is going to put a lot of stress on our chest. You're going to have to go a little bit lighter than you would for a normal 10 rep set, but you are going to be able to focus solely on your chest and getting a great pump and a lot of work done in not too long of time. I'm going to go and then immediately hand it over to Josh.
Too heavy.
Definitely choose a weight that you think is going to be a little bit easy for you, because both Josh and myself overestimated just how strong we would be on this exercise. Those 4-second negatives really tire you out, but they do a great job of forcing you to work your chest. Both of us had a crazy pump once we were finished with these. If you're creating your own workouts, make sure that you start off with intentions in mind. So today, our intention for our first exercise, the machine flies, was to get everything warmed up and ready to go and have a good pump going before we moved into our heavy work. Our second exercise is going to be using the heavy dumbbells on the incline press to force growth through moving heavy weight. And now for this third exercise, we're using lots of reps, lots of sets, very little rest time to just shock the chest and force growth through volume. So you can attack your workouts from many different angles, and the biggest thing is what you're seeing right here.
Almost
intensity. There. Push hard. Pushing hard is what's going to cause changes in your body. All right, and now that we have chest wrapped up, we're moving on to some tricep work. So today we're using two techniques. One, we're using a band. A band is going to force extra tension on your triceps at the top of the movement, and then we're going to pair that with a close grip bench press. Now we decided to do this kind of neutral triangle grip just to take a little bit of pressure off of our wrists from a traditional close grip bench, but combining a close grip bench with the band is going to really overload our triceps at the top. Our chest is already pretty sore, so we don't need a whole lot of extra chest work, but this is a great compound lift to help build our triceps. And notice how much this shakes. This is also even like a balancing exercise as well. Trying to keep that bar from shaking all over the place is not easy.
All right, guys. So for our final tricep exercise, we're gonna do 7 sets of 15 reps with tricep extensions. The kicker is that you only get 15 seconds rest for these sets of 15 reps. It's a lot of reps, not a lot of reps. You're gonna get a really big pump in your triceps. All right, that's the first set. About 15 seconds rest. That's like 7 or 8 breaths, maybe. Hardly enough time to do anything other than just catch your breath before jumping back into the next set. All right, I'm gonna finish up and we'll meet Josh back on his last 2 sets. All right, Josh is about to do his 6th set. Remember guys, this is a lot of reps. FST is all about forcing blood into the muscle and using all that blood to help stretch the muscle tissue to create room for growth.
If you're not feeling the burn right now, you're doing something wrong.
This is your first time doing these, right?
Oh yeah.
All
This
right.
is absolutely killer. The pump is great.
It's a great way to finish off either an arm day or a chest day. Just get a lot of work in on those triceps. All right, last set, 7th set. 7th set, 15 reps. All right, guys, and that's a quick chest and tri workout.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed to grow some muscle, build your strength up. How you feeling?
That is, man, the burn is insane. Really left it all out today. Really recommended highly. Pump is insane.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button. Take care.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.